Bella, welcome to Spoop Month.
Happy Spooptober, everybody! I already made my spooky tweet so far. I gotta think of a spooky Twitter name. That's everybody's big thing.
I hate that. I don't like it.
So you gotta be woo dog.
No.
For them.
I'm never. Anyway,
And I'll be Werebear Bella.
we saw Hellfest.
Which I think is criminally underrated. Like, well, you told me the Metascore, and that's just rude.
Anyway.
It wasn't that bad.
So, I guess a lot of people hadn't heard about it. It's a slasher movie where a slasher kills people at, those haunted things.
Like a haunted theme park.
Yeah. Actually a very cool premise.
Right?
I wanted to see it off premise alone, basically.
Right, because I don't think I've ever seen a movie like that before.
Yeah. So, I guess, just raw impressions. What did you think, Bella?
Raw impression, I liked it. It had a good tenseness kind of level. It had some good levity to it. The characters reacted like people, which are stupid, but, like people. I think a couple loopholes that they had kind of written themselves into, they wrote themselves out of. So, I mean, other than, like, the very last end part, I am okay with it. I liked it. Like, I'm probably not going to, like, buy it on DVD, but I liked the movie, and I would definitely rent it for a Halloween movie-thon.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
That was only okay.
Aw.
I was kind of disappointed by it.
You just...
I was expecting...
Just bringing me down, man.
I was expecting more creative kills.
That's fair. That's fair. It wasn't super creative in terms of the murder.
It was really just kind of a straightforward slasher movie.
No.
Some of the logic is weird. As usual with horror movies, all the protagonists are fucking idiots.
Right. They're college kids. They're all getting together. They're all split up into couples. And, like, two of the couple sets are trying to get the last couple set together. They're like, "I really like you. You guys should go make out." And, of course, those two are like, they like each other, but they're like, "Guys, shut the fuck up. It's awkward."
Stop embarrassing me, Dad.
Pretty much, yeah. I think it was a good slow build, though, to the bad guy.
Like, well, it opens with him killing somebody.
Well, okay, not that bit, but I mean, like, once he gets into Hellfest, it's a good slow build. Because, yeah, you have to set up with the murder because you have to see who he kind of is and why. Not really why. You don't really get the motive, but just kind of what his MO is.
Can I tell you what my number one problem with this movie was?
Is it the ending? Because that's my problem.
The ending was pretty bad.
Spoilers.
Is Hellfest itself.
Okay.
Hellfest is ridiculously huge.
Yeah.
It is... It looks like it costs millions of dollars to put it together. Like, this is the most extravagant haunted house thing I've ever seen.
I mean...
And there's a shot where it shows it goes back for, like, 3 miles.
Yeah.
Holy shit. If you thought Universal or Disneyland were, like, big theme parks, those bitches got nothing.
Oh, this is definitely smaller than Disney, but, like...
No. It was huge, dude.
I don't know, like... Theme parks make a shit ton of money. Because people buy merch there, they buy costume shit there, they buy fake blood vials, they buy food, which is way overpriced. The tickets are way overpriced.
I don't know. Like, the fictional place kind of bothered me throughout the entire movie.
Really?
Because I remember going up to like, oh my fucking god, how expensive is this place?
I don't know, maybe because I've been to a lot of, like, those kinds of theme parks and haunted houses, like, that seems par for the course.
I have too, but it's just like disco raves, and we got a full bar in here too. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It was weird.
Now, you did mention something that does bother me. So, canonically in the movie, this slasher guy killed a girl at a different festival in a different city, and this is a couple years later. It's still fresh enough in the news that any sort of Halloween theme park would have security out the ass.
Oh, yeah.
And we don't see security until, like, well past halfway through the movie.
And that's the other thing. Within this movie, that happened. And also within this movie, this Halloween theme park has a section where people can touch you and you have to sign a waiver.
Yeah.
And Hellfest is supposed to be a moving attraction, so it's fine. They wouldn't be like in the know.
Right.
But wouldn't, like, I don't know, the governor be like, hey, you can't do the no touch thing because this
Right.
thing happened a little while ago.
Right. You'd think, like, the mayor or whoever, like, the city planner is would be like, okay, you guys can't include this waiver. There just is no touching at this place. You can get real close. You can sniff their hair. You cannot touch them.
Right.
Like, that is something that, I don't know. That was one of those weird loophole things I was talking about, like, technically they wrote their way out of it with the waiver, but it's kind of it's a shoddy write-out.
As an aside, I would, even under normal circumstances, I would not sign that waiver.
No.
No.
I would be the nerd that reads the entire thing. Like, I'd read the contract and...
I'm not really a huge... I'm not a huge Halloween guy. I'm not a huge horror guy.
No.
I'm not a huge haunted house guy.
Because you're not scared.
I'm really not. Haunted houses mostly come off as extremely lame to me.
No.
But if usually it involves me signing a waiver, I'm not into it.
Right. Like, let's not get the law involved in this.
Yeah, basically. And, I don't know, my biggest gripe with the movie, aside from Hellfest itself and making no fucking sense, was, so it's a slasher movie. He basically, the killer methodically kills everyone but the two main characters. And the way he does it, there are, like, one or two that are, like, creative and fun and use the setting. Yeah. The rest don't.
Yeah, the rest are
really
just stab.
Just stab them. It's like, oh, that's boring.
To be fair, like, the last... Like, he does two very rapidly in a row.
Yeah, and...
Just kind of stab, turn, stab. Okay, and now like, everyone's panicking.
The movie's wrapping up. Fuck.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like the director was like, TikTok, let's go.
We're in the third act. Cha.
Yeah.
But no, he had one really fun kill where, you know, it's like a carnival, a Halloween carnival, and he kills some guy with, like, the mallet, like the strongman mallet. And like,
test your strength.
Yeah, and he, like, explodes his head with the mallet, and also the bell goes ding, and it was fucking awesome. But that was the highlight of the movie.
It was pretty funny, yeah. I mean, I was horrified because, like, then their whole, like, okay, so the thing about that murder that I really liked was that, you know, the killer takes the victim's phone.
And the first victim is, like, the guy who's, like, crushing on the main character.
Yeah. He's the potential boyfriend, right? So he had said, like, I'm gonna go get you a surprise, I'll be back. Like, he's trying to win her a stuffed animal and he sucks at
because he
games.
sucks.
He sucks.
He's horrible.
But, like, so the killer is now texting back to the girlfriend, like, hey, where are you? We're here. She's letting him know exactly where they are. And at one point, she's in the bathroom. This honestly was the scariest scene for me. Yeah. Because I don't like tight spaces. I would not crawl on a bathroom floor. Just kill me. Like, she's sitting in the stall, and she's texting, like, are you close? She hears the phone ding, and he replies, very close. And I was like, no! I'm cool.
You know what? Now that I think about that scene a little bit more...
That's pretty creepy.
It makes zero sense that at an event that huge, a bathroom would be empty for that long.
That was my thought. It was like, how is there nobody else in this bathroom? But, you know. Movie.
So I guess we're going to go into spoiler territory.
Yeah.
Because this is just for the ending.
Oh, yeah. This is my main problem.
This is also a big issue with the movie. So at the end, he's chasing them through, one of the biggest horror maze in the entire park.
Hell. Like, he's chasing them through their hell setup.
Yeah. And the park is getting shut down because he's been outed that there is an actual killer.
People have seen murders.
And the fucking security guy's like, oh, well, I guess I have to do something now.
Yeah. I guess let's get some cops in here.
And, the main character outsmarts him a bit. And basically stabs him in the gut.
Yeah, like hard in the stomach.
Like full-on gut stab with like a 3 or 4 inch knife.
Yeah, like it was the fucking ice pick knife that the snow cone was using.
And so yeah, stabbed in the gut, where your intestines are. And of course,
where your food goes.
Where your food goes. And of course, at the end of the movie, the police come in and get them out, and they go looking for the guy, and he's gone.
Right. There's a little bit of blood smeared on the floor, but he's missing. They can't
Which
find him.
I would not immediately be against.
Right.
If there wasn't the follow-up after that.
The immediate scene after of
where
him driving home.
It shows him, like, strolling home.
Yeah.
Putting his stuff up and greeting his, like, daughter. And she's like, Daddy! And not like, oh my god, Daddy, you're hurt!
Right. Oh, why are you bleeding? Yeah. No, he's...
Children, I don't know if you know what gut wounds are like.
But you get sepsis
or
pretty
the
fast.
fatality rate of gut wounds.
Unless there was an interim scene that we missed where he went to the hospital.
Yeah.
And just said, I
like,
fell on a thing. I didn't have to make a police report.
Even today, with, like, you know, medical practice and stuff, if you get stabbed or shot in the gut, you're, like, 80% of the time done.
Yeah. If you don't die immediately, you're gonna get an infection.
And, man, that was the biggest... That was a big thing I didn't like about, like, the slasher. He was just treated as like an invincible dude who could, like, teleport in some instances.
I kind of like that though.
Yeah, but
I know it's not teleporting. It's just a creepy
use of like him showing up in camera work. But there were some times where I'm like, how the fuck did he get there? Are you fucking kidding me? But so he's like above average height.
Yeah.
He doesn't look particularly like built.
Yeah.
He's just a dude
in a hoodie with a mask.
The mask. And it always kills me in, like, every slasher movie, particularly this one where there's so many people.
Right.
Why does no one just tackle this guy?
Right. Like, at one point, you see a girl, like, running and bump into him, and he gets knocked to the side a little bit.
It's like, just hit him. Like, I don't get it. When, like, and all the victims act stupidly. Like, his second victim in the movie was like not part of the main crew, but was a girl who was like, "Oh my god, help me!"
Yeah.
And then the main crew was like, "Oh, it's an act." So her first reaction is to go hide behind some cloth,
right,
and not hide behind 3 bodies.
Mm-hmm.
She never tries to explain, "No, this is real," or like, "I'm not fucking with you."
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it had to be there for the plot or something.
It had to be there for the main girl to see
that he's actually a killer.
Yeah, that it's like something's wrong here.
I know why it's there for plot reasons, but it annoyed me. And then the other bullshit kill he did is he, like, stabs this dude in the eye with a syringe, which is another, like, you have your setting, I guess you're kind of using it, but not really.
Right.
Also, why would a fake syringe be sharp?
Right.
But, you know, whatever. So he stabs him in the eye, and they show you the whole thing. This is an R-rated movie, by the way, and it does earn that with its gore.
It is gory enough.
And
I don't like eye things.
And use of language.
Yeah.
Bad words.
Real mean words.
And the only issue with the killer stabbing this guy, who was
the
guy is huge.
He's this buff Asian dude.
He's this, like, buff Asian dude. I'm like, bro, you're not telling me you can't throw this guy off.
Like, even if you're panicking and you're just trying to keep the thing away from your eye.
Yeah, it's like the dude, like,
you can't lift your knee and kick him.
Granted, the killer has, like, leverage on him and maybe has, like, 6 inches on him, but this guy has to weigh, like, 40 more pounds than he does.
Yeah.
Of, like, muscle.
Yeah, just roll him over.
Just, like,
kick up at his chest.
And I don't know, it was frustrating when he was, like, finally outed that no one was just like, yeah, fuck
shoot
this
him
guy.
in the fucking head.
just like, all right, there's 3 people here.
Push him.
Let's go push him and take his thing away.
Right.
I don't know. It's usual horror movie stuff where the protagonists do stupid shit. And it's easy to say, well, they were panicked, but, like,
Yeah. I like to think that I'd be the main girl and notice things and at least think to grab something to hit him with.
You see, I like to think I would be the main guy who was like, all right, guys, oh, guy's a killer. Guys, there are 3 of us. Yeah. Let's just all wait in the same place. If he comes out with his scary kitchen knife, one of us might get, like, stabbed in the arm or something.
But the other 2 will live.
But the other 2 will get him and will subdue him and call the police for the stabbed person.
Right.
He is a guy.
Right. Also, like, super convenient lack of cell service. during critical moments.
They were in like the middle of the woods. That was fine.
Yeah.
Although it is weird that she could text but not call.
Right. Yeah.
I'm no phonologist, but
usually you can't do either if you're out of service.
I guess like Hellfest is a really good concept.
Mm-hmm.
It was acted well.
It obviously had a good set budget.
The movie looked really good.
Yeah.
Like the setting was unique. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was visually interesting.
Yeah.
It had an excuse to put a bunch of shitty Halloween props in
right.
a Halloween
that's
movie.
got to be the most fun.
Oh yeah.
It's like, let's get some glow painted skeletons.
Ultimately, like if you want to see it for like go see a spoopy movie, it accomplishes that. Is it really that good? I don't think so.
I mean, well, like I said, I don't think I'd buy it, but I would like watch it with friends again, just as like a fun. Here's a popcorn movie.
Okay, so like we said, the meta average for this is 29.
Oh, we didn't even say the number earlier.
Oh yeah, it's 29% on Metacritic. I would give it a 6.
A 6 out of 100, Will?
10.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what the fuck?
I will give it a 6 out of 10. It's okay. It's a fine like Halloween movie.
6 out of 10 is fine for me, but like I feel like you're leaning on the 6 a little, and I've got a light bouncy 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's also just the difference between you and me in horror movies. Like,
I don't know.
I can objectively think this is not a great movie, but I'm still gonna have fun with it.
I don't know. I'm very mean to horror movies.
Yeah. They have there's really a high standard for what is scary. Like,
I guess.
But this is a very human, personal, like,
dude is chasing you. But, like, all the human goes out the door when he's, like, some Superman who can take...
He was only Superman at the end.
Who can teleport.
He didn't teleport.
He teleported a lot.
No, he just used, like, their distractedness to, like, duck behind a bush or something.
Why does no one use his kryptonite of punches to the face?
You don't want to get in close combat with the guy that's got the fucking knife. I wouldn't either. Look, man,
if there's enough of you...
Right, who's going to be the sacrifice?
It's not even a sacrifice. Someone like, it's like when you're fighting like an animal, give them your forearm. Your forearm has nothing important in it. If you get stabbed in the forearm, you'll be fine.
Right. I still think 29 is low.
Oh yeah, I think it's low. It's not horrible.
No.
I wouldn't even say it's bad. It's just tight.
It's a movie.
It was a movie.
It's a horror movie.
It was 90 minutes.
I appreciate the 90 minutes. It was a good packed paced like
I think that's the thing I like most about horror movies. They're usually like just 90 minutes because they're usually made just to like just make it, put it out there, and we'll make $1 million.
Well, and not just that, like if a horror movie is longer, it's some sort of art house bullshit movie.
Yeah, hold on. I want to see what the budget for this movie was. Give me a sec.
I'm guessing.
I'm gonna say $2 million.
I was gonna guess $4 million.
5.5. That's kind of expensive for a horror movie.
For the sets? Probably not. But yeah, you're right. They only had like one big name actor in the movie, and that was the like announcer guy.
Never mind. It already made its entire budget back in the opening weekend.
There we go.
I don't know, man. We need to get into horror movies because horror movies are just printing money.
I love horror movies. Let's do it.
Because fucking dumbasses will go see them no matter how bad they are.
Yeah, and even if they are bad, they're collectibles for how bad they are.
Ugh. Anyway, I'd say see it if you want.
Go to a matinee.
Hey, bye guys.